In a courtroom buzzing with anticipation, the 14th day of the Trump trial brought some explosive revelations. Welcome to the Curious Culture Club, where we take you inside of this high-profile courtroom. The day kicked off with the return of Stormy Daniels to the witness stand, a moment that had everyone on the edge of their seats. Under cross-examination, Daniels was less combative than before, seemingly more prepared for the gotcha moments that lawyers are notorious for. Nachels, Trump's attorney, continued her questioning of Daniels, insinuating that even though you had agreed that you would not discuss this supposed story and you had received a lot of money for that agreement, you then decided that you wanted to publicly say that you had sex with Donald Trump. Daniels answered that this was not the case and that nobody would ever want to publicly say that. She added that she felt she had to speak out after Cohen started sharing the story. Daniels also clarified that she made no money for speaking with 60 Minutes about the story. Stormy Daniels then made headlines with her denial of ever asking for money from Trump, directly contradicting the narrative that has been spun around her. But that wasn't all. Daniels also vehemently denied naming her tour Make America Horny Again, expressing her dislike for the slogan that she claimed was thrust upon her. In a moment of raw honesty, Daniels admitted that she felt pressured into having sex with Trump, a revelation that sent shockwaves through the courtroom. The defense, however, was not about to let her testimony go unchallenged. Their strategy was clear: seed enough doubt to undermine Daniels' credibility. And so they questioned her on everything, from how Trump got her phone number to whether she had dinner on the night of the alleged affair. But the defense's attempts to discredit Daniels didn't stop there. In a bold move, Trump's lawyer implied that, as a porn actress, Daniels wouldn't be shocked by Trump in his underwear. A callback to Tuesday's riveting testimony where Stormy Daniels took the stand and shared some juicy details of her encounter with Trump. If you haven't seen our previous video covering this yet, be sure to check it out. You'll find the link to the video tagged in the upper right corner of your screen. It was a contentious moment, one that underscored the defense's relentless pursuit of any angle that might cast doubt on Daniels' account. As the courtroom listened with rapt attention, Daniels concluded her testimony, leaving a trail of controversy in her wake. With Daniels' testimony concluded, the prosecution shifted gears, calling in former Trump Org CFO assistant Rebecca Manocchio. The heart of her testimony revolved around the process of sending checks to Trump in the White House for his signature. She detailed how she would send these checks, receive them back, and then proceed with processing them. In addition to Manocchio's testimony, the prosecution also called Tracy Menzies to the stand. Her testimony, however, was brief and not as detailed as Manocchio's. The prosecution then moved to present a page from the book Trump Think Big. The page in question was not specified, but the implication was that it held significant relevance to the case. As the day progressed, it became clear that the prosecution was strategically linking these testimonies and evidences. The aim was to establish a pattern of financial transactions that involved Trump directly. With each testimony, the prosecution sought to paint a clearer picture of the financial transactions related to Trump. The day took a dramatic turn as former Trump White House staffer Madeleine Westerhout took the stand. The tension was palpable as Westerhout began to recount her experiences working closely with the former president. She painted a vivid picture of a man who dictated his tweets, preferring to communicate over the phone or in person rather than through written correspondence. This was a side of Trump that the public rarely got to see, offering a unique glimpse into the inner workings of his presidency. As Westerhout proceeded with her testimony, it became clear that this was more than just a recounting of facts. It was a deeply personal and emotional revelation. Struggling to maintain her composure, she detailed the intimate moments she shared with Trump, shedding light on the man behind the public persona. The courtroom was silent as she fought back tears, her voice trembling with the weight of her words. This was a stark contrast to the combative cross-examinations that had filled the courtroom earlier in the day. Interestingly, Trump's attorney took a notably gentler approach with Westerhout than with Daniels. There were no aggressive interruptions or attempts to discredit her testimony. Instead, he listened attentively, perhaps recognizing the emotional toll the process was taking on her. And yet, Westerhout remained resolute, her voice carrying a quiet strength that resonated with all present. She did not shy away from the uncomfortable details. Instead, she faced them head-on, offering a testimony that was as enlightening as it was heart-wrenching. In spite of the emotional strain, Westerhout managed to maintain her composure, providing a testimony that was both candid and compelling. Her words served as a sobering reminder of the personal toll that such public scrutiny can take on individuals caught up in the midst of political turmoil. Westerhout's tearful testimony provided a poignant end to the day's proceedings, leaving the courtroom in a reflective mood. Her words echoed in the silence, a powerful testament to her strength and resolve. As the courtroom emptied, the impact of her words remained, a stark reminder of the human element in this high-stakes legal drama. The day was not without its share of legal wrangling. Trump's lawyer, in an audacious move, sought an exemption to the gag order, hoping to allow Trump himself a public response. However, the judge promptly denied this request. Undeterred, the defense lawyer renewed their call for a mistrial, a move that stirred the courtroom. But the prosecutors were ready with a counteroffer, suggesting that Trump could take the stand if he wished to rebut Stormy Daniels. As the courtroom emptied out, the anticipation for the next day's proceedings was palpable. As the anticipation for the next day's proceedings grows, we invite you to join us on this journey. If you're enjoying our coverage of the Trump trial, consider subscribing to our channel. We'll be providing daily updates, legal insights, and all the twists and turns of this riveting case. And we want to know, did today's testimony change the way you see the trial unfolding? Your perspective matters to us. Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned, and let's continue to seek the truth together.